at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Joey Bosa getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Middle. Safety sweeping. Check 99. Check 90. 80 weapon. Monday.
Now it's Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going deep here for Stills. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. What QB's on?
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and 13.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
36-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now Rosen on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Rosen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Complete to Kenny Stills. It's a gain of 15 yards.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 80. Hey, high 7. Check 3, check 3, check 3. And 58 is a Mike.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gregory 90, clock 15. Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Switch it, switch it.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
8 high. 57 to 0. Load it. Load it. Q. Check 13. 0. Check 13.
From the gun, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Alert, 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 alert. Go, go.
Now Rosen. And Wilson has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rivers into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. He's got it. 11 yards there, 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. Complete to Devontae Parker. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Alert, alert. Check 52.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground with Drake. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 45-yard line.
Alert! 25! Check 25! Hey, orbit!
58 to Mike. Here we go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Hug. Hey, turn it out. Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 50. Bravo. Hey, watch the ball.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Check 50.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this third down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Check 49. Check 49. Alert.
Rosen to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Check 55, Mike. I'm here all day.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Shoot. Red Delta. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Alpha. Check right. Watch it.
To try again after the sack. Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Raekwon McMillan. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
52's the mark, boys. 50.
Bust right.
Hey, watch the slant.
Load it.
Hatch it.
Done. Wait, 89.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Middle.
Tight go.
Check. Quarter. One.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Flush to his right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers throw to the right here to Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Set, black 15. Hey, Delta.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shit.
On 1st and 10, Rivers across the formation. He's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Let's go.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
That white 90. Round 80.
57's the mic.
Stay with your man.
57's the mic. Round
Round 80.
I got you.
Hey, Delta.
57's right. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, check.
Rivers again. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll run to Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tonight, it's game situation. Let's go.
Begin.
80. Hug.
31's the mic.
Buzz.
31's the mic.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Rosen off the play action. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Check. Fresno. Monday. Hey, Zoo.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me.
80. Hey, wahoo!
31's the mic. Here we go, D. Anxious.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Step run 80. 190.
I'm coming after you.
Buffalo one. Hey, Echo.
Check 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Get that 180. 390.
You're not ready.
6.
Back to it after the pick 6. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. He's got a first down past the 30. And down right around the 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up under.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Keep going.
Intercepted. The Dolphins
Alert! Let's go, defense!
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Miami, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.